Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms. So, we are back in Witcombe. It is April and it is time to get the corn in. So we've got to drill the corn, we've got to drill the sorghum, and we get to use the new John Deere for a bit of pulling. So we'll see how she copes with this task. Hopefully she copes really well. We are now putting fertiliser on at the same time, so that is saving us, well, it's going to save us a bunch of time as well. So we've only got to spray the weeds off, which is part of today's plan. We've got to spray the fields we drilled last month off. Woody's just doing the usual rigmarole of getting everything sold, and then we've got to top up the cows, top up the piggies, top up the goats, and then we are also going to re-drill down at the alfalfa field. I'm going to re-drill that because the alfalfa is not very good, so we'll get that sorted. I've got a problem with my obs. I've got a problem with my OBS. But yeah, no, so that's the plan for today. So, not too much, not too little. So we're going to get this drilled. We're going to chuck in corn up here. We're going to do sorghum down here. I put corn up here because the corn header will go down there very easily. And then this 48 I'm going to turn into I think a bit more sorghum, but obviously we will sort that out when we get there, because it's just the alfalfa. It's good. I mean, if we bought the hay gear we could turn it into hay for the cows, but because we don't have a lot of it, it'll only put alfalfa in the pit, and yeah, it's not a lot of good for us. Because we want to be putting big quantities in there, so we don't have to worry about cow food. So once we get back on the straight, we'll just go check on everything else. Now we are in need of more flour, which is why we're going to plant so much sorghum. So let's get this bit done. And the John Deere is handling this fairly well. So it is a big engine upgrade, to be fair. It's almost twice the power of what their fast track was. So we do need to get some food into the cows, empty the manure. We do need to sort out what we can do with the slurry as well at some point. Pigs, they're doing alright. Have they started reproducing? Probably not yet. Chickens, yeah, they look after themselves, and the goats just need water. Production wise, we are now out of sugar beet, so we are waiting on the sugar beet for next year. Everything else is pretty much just ticking over in the background. So the bakery is the big one, and as you can see, that is sorting itself out. So we should hopefully, where are we going? We should hopefully have our first pallet of donuts soon, so I can show you guys what they look like, because it'll be the first time I've done them as well, so it'll be quite good to see. In fact, should we just have a pop over to the bakery and just see if there is a pallet there now? So here we are at the bakery. Oh, there we are, look. First pallet of donuts. We've got some jam donuts and some ring donuts. And quite a nice birthday sort of case. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. So, yeah, there you are. If you ever wonder what the donuts look like in Witcombe, that's what they look like. How much is that one pallet with, what's that? So 4 times 6. 24 donuts. How much is 24 donuts worth? Donuts. £7,000. I don't know what we put in our donuts, but they must be good if people are paying £7,000 for 24 donuts. Because I know I wouldn't. But yeah, but they are ready. But obviously not the best time. We might sell them, we might not. We get £7.5 grand towards the end of the year, so to be fair, that's really, really good, strong money. So that would help us push on. So, things we are looking for. At the moment, we are just looking for probably more land. Although, like I said, we would like a new combine. We want a bigger header. Not necessarily need a big combine, but it would help. Or we'll upgrade the horsepower in ours, but we definitely want the bigger header for this season. Because we've got quite a lot of linseed and poppies. It'll make the straw swaths smaller, so it means we're doing less baling. Just makes our general life better. So that at the moment is one of the big things on a card. We also need a slurry tanker. So we are looking for, it's either we get a lorry and we just cart all the slurry to the bio plant and sell it and make the money off it, or we spread it over the field. Personally, I'm thinking we sell it, because with the lorry we can get curtain cider. We're not tying a tractor up all the time. Then we could get the bigger milk wagon, which means we can have bigger water. The lorry would sort of help us, and to be fair, we've only really got a few machinery. We've got telehandler, combine, couple of tractors. We ain't really got a lot. So it might be time to start looking into a lorry to help us out. And like you say, we could sell the slurry a bit faster, which then would bring money in. So we'll have a look, see if anything tickles a fancy. Obviously Woody will have to agree to the lorry, but we're on a tight budget. Could get a Mercedes. Could go all out and just get a JCB dumper. Why won't we do that? So we've got the Lizard Scanias, Mans. So yeah, it does look like it might be doable. The next question is tankers. They're down here. There they are, barrels. So we would want something like that. And if it takes slurry, which I don't know if they do. Oh, it does take slurry. So something like that, £90,000. Could have an XL one, 80,000 litres. Yeah, that might actually work. 100 grand though, but just think of all the slurry you could get in there. So what is slurry worth? I won't imagine it's worth mountains. I don't think we'll be retiring off it. Slurry. £108. Well, at the moment it's £99. So if we did that today, get 99 quid for it. 100,000 litres, it's worth 90 grand to us. We've got 184,000 litres, probably worth nearly £200,000 to us. Well, 150. Yeah, it might not be too bad. That pays for the trailer straight off the bat. Then we're only funding the truck, and so I'll have a word with Woody, see what he says. If we've got much more to sell, we might be able to top the bank account up and afford it. Sell the slurry, and we could afford something nice like a lorry. Make our life that little bit easier. Yeah, Woody's just noticed the sugar mill's out, but like I showed you guys a minute ago, it will run out. So we are just waiting on the sugar beet now to be harvested. Well, instead of waiting for it to be harvested, we've only just drilled it, so we could be waiting a while. I don't think it'll be coming around till October, so hopefully we've got enough sugar to ride the storm out with the donuts and everything. Don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I don't actually know if we should plant another sugar beet field. And then we've got plenty, or do we just do the little bit and little bits at a time? I mean, that field should yield better because we've done all the preparation work this year. in the fact we've limed it and fertilised it, and we'll soon be weed spreading it. Weed killing. So, not sure. We'll have to have a look. But yeah, I think we're about done with here. So we're going to get this field finished, which we nearly are, and then we'll nip over to the other big field we've got and get sorghum in, and then we'll think about what we're going to put in up at the cow shed and what crop would be beneficial. I'll see you over there. Right, so we're here down in the alfalfa field, and we've decided we're going to drill sorghum in it. So we need the flour, so we're gonna do more sorghum. We was going to do more sugar beet, but to be honest, if we hadn't have sold so much of the sugar and we kept it on storage, we would actually have enough to go through the year. So we're confident if we just get the sugar beet off that field again and then don't sell it but keep it, we'll have enough to do everything we need to do next year. So by that reasoning, we might as well put the sorghum in, which is going to play a vital point in our jam and donut making. So that's why we've decided to do it. So we're going to crack on. It's not a very big field, but it's always good. Plus we can get the combine in here relatively easy. Even if we bought a big combine, you can sort of get around it, so it's not actually a bad field for us. So we'll carry on and we'll get this field drilled, and then we might either do some weeding or have a look at some other jobs we need doing. And say we are thinking about getting that lorry, so keep an eye out. Right, so we are off to spray some weeds. So we got the drilling all done. Our sorghum is in the field. But before the weeds get too out of control, we are going to go and spray them. So we do need to spray 23, if I can get in that. 6, 21. I think that's everything this month. Yeah, just 3. So we'll head up to 21, see if there's crop destruction on it yet. If there isn't, we'll get it sprayed off, but if there is, we'll have to unfortunately leave it for now. And then we can spray off the other 2 fields, which are the ones we drilled last month, which would be our sugar beet and can't remember what else we put in. Definitely know we put sugar beet. Might be the oats. Can't remember. So let's get up here and let's find out if we can get into this field. If we can, hunky dory. If we can't, it's not the end of the world. It's a field we inherited at the end of the day, so we know it's not going to be the best. But it would be nice to get the weeds out of it. So the John Deere is making light work. It's quite a steep hill up here. It's half the other reason I want to either upgrade the engine in the combine or buy a new one, because these steeper hills, it is going to really slow it down. I think Woody's just in the process of buying a slurry tanker and a lorry, and then he's going to cut the slurry over to get it sold down at by the bio plant, so we can make a few quid on it. Now there is tram lines in this field, so that actually might help us if my John Deere is not too wide. So let's just test the waters, see if there's crop destruction on it yet. Ah, there isn't, so we'll use the tram lines, but if we do differ, it's not the end of the world. Question is, are we too long to use tram lines? Ooh, we can just do it. So we're going to get on and spray the weeds. Obviously now we've got this with the spot weed spraying. We're not going to use too much at all, really. And we do know now as well that because we're wider than what it was set up for, we should be able to get this all done without the GPS. So I'm going to get cracked on and I'll get this field all sprayed off. Right, that's all the spraying all done on all of the field. It didn't take too long. It was a nice size sprayer, and you can see spot spraying you barely use any chemical, so this thing's absolutely full and we're barely using it. So this will pretty much last us, I think, the whole time we play this map, because it's just not going to use any. So we're going to head back to the yard, get the sprayer dropped off. I did get my calculations wrong with the slurry. It turns out it's only £10,000 a load. So we're looking to get about 30 grand from it. Time we've, well, actually more like 20. Time we've cleared out the cow shed and the pig shed. Not the end of the world. At least it's sold and it's a bit more income. We will obviously now get a curtain cider for the lorry, which will help with materials, and like I say, it frees up the tractors to do the farm work, and the lorry can do a lot of the hauling, which we can get more in it anyway, so probably better, and it's a lot faster. So for you guys, you're not watching us cart a tractor all the way down there, cart a tractor all the way back, back forth, back forth, back forth. You will see a lorry zooming million mile an hour straight down there, getting it sold and coming back. So the John Deere is doing very well. It's Bit greedy on diesel, must admit, bit greedy, because we're a quarter of a tank gone already, and then I think it's a bit greedier than the fast track, but it's doing a good job. It is pulling up these hills magnificently. So what we're going to do, drop this off. I'm going to head down to the cows and get them fed. Get them all sorted. Might even get them mucked out, depending on how much slurry we've got left. How much silage we've got left in the trailer. We might even get them mucked out. And then we can bring that up here to our orchard. We'll take that trailer with corn as well, so we can get the pigs filled up. They're not overly eating, and now I am tempted to go and buy some more pigs, but we ain't really got a lot of money at the moment, so I would like to get that butcher's up and running sooner rather than later. And their reproduction is a bit low because we're not giving them sugar beet, and what else do they require? Let's have a look. I think it's sugar beet grain, so we could actually give them some grain. We've got some in storage, I believe. Have a look. Oh, not a lot actually, because that's chicken food. So yeah, next time or next year or next crop rotation, we'll give them some of that. Root crop's only 5%, but if we give them grain at 25%, that should take them up to 75%. And a bit of root crop, that's 80%. So their reproduction should be a lot faster because it's limited on this. And obviously we want them to be rapidly reproducing because we want to put them through the butcher shop. We do also need to build another manure pit closer to it, because obviously if we put straw in there they will produce manure, and we need to have an outlet for that, and our outlet is our orchard. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. So we're going to get everyone fed up, and then we can see how far into April we are. We might do another contract or something to break the time, unless there's any other jobs we forgot about. But for now, let's go feed our animals. So there's Woody in our new lorry, and he's brought a Mercedes with triple exhaust pipes and agricultural tires, so it's quite a nice thing. Left-hand drive there, which ain't great for the British roads, but I think most of the lorries are. And a nice agri-spec trailer. So that is going to make life so much easier, especially if we get curtain cider. It's going to be so much better for us. Right, let's get these topped up, and then we can drive into the yard. You can just listen to that Mercedes pulling away. So let's get that tipped. Oh, it did take surprisingly quite a bit. So let's head up here now and let's get these cows fed. We don't want them to run out of food. I mean, we might even take some of their, if they're reproducing faster, we might take some of their offspring and make some beef. Because obviously they don't lay milk for us until they're a certain age, so we could take the younger ones to be to the butchers and be starting making some beef steaks with them. We have got all that manure to clear as well as what's in there. So pull this trailer in here with the corn. I think the telehandler is on. Oh, it is full. I did fill it up, didn't I? That's made my life easier. So let's see how much they take. If they empty the trailer, we will get some manure taken back. Oh, we're taking quite a bit. Didn't quite do it. Didn't quite do it. Wonder if we can tip it back in the pits, and then we could start taking some manure over to the orchard, because we got quite a lot to get rid of. So that pit's absolutely blooming, and we've got what's in the shed as well at the moment. Let's just see if it'll let us just tip it back in here so we can reuse the trailer. Oh, beautiful. So that's even better. So we're going to set 2 then, and we'll get some of this manure taken across to the farmyard. We'll use the John Deere, and load up with the telehandler. That will be perfect. So these do need mucking out again. So I think we've got 3 loads in here as well. So we're going to have quite a lot of manure to get rid of. Right, I'll get set 2. I'll load the trailer up a couple of times and let's get it tipped. So our orchard is actually all full. I was hoping to get the lot over there, but didn't quite manage it. So we're going to have to take this trailer back and put it back in the heap so that we can fill up with silage for the cows. But yeah, there's 100,000 litres of manure now in our orchard. So Woody's been doing some contracts in the background, a bit of weeding for some cash. So at least we're bringing in some cash in this quieter April. We do need to get some more fields really, so we can, but we also need to stagger them so that our cropping is over several months, so it's not too much to hit in 1 month. And there is Woody now in a fast track. I don't think we'll catch him, and that thing is humongous. Nightmare for the roads down in Witcombe. But he's pulling away from us, so he's not struggling too much. Right, let's head back over to our cows. Let's get this dumped out and let's get filled up with some food for the cows next month. Right, so I just took a bit of a deadwood contract while we was once we'd finished the last bit of the cows. So they're all fed up now and the trailer's there full ready for them. So we're just finding these last few trees. I think there'll be one more after this. There is. And it's always the last one that's tricky to find. So I tend to just look for the one that looks skinny and rotten. Tends to be the best way. I think it's just here, look. And you see, like you say, debarking on it. Looks dead. Let's get it chopped down. Make ourselves a quick £1,500. Beautiful. So let's get that collected. 1,500 quid more into the account. So I think we're going to leave it there today, guys. We've done quite a lot. Yet again, we've managed to get all of our fields drilled, and so we've got all the manure moved around. We've got products all sold. We've bought the lorry, and the lorry is fantastic, as you can see from here. What's the interior like? Oh, it's a bit of a basic Mercedes interior, but it is nice. Let's just start it up, see what it says. Oh, Mercedes-Benz. At least the animation on it's pretty good. It goes Mercedes-Benz and then it all lights up on the proper channel. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there today, guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, do leave them below. And if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, you'll get a notification of our next video. We'll see you there. Bye for now.